We're winging it. I'm glad we're all family by now.
Woo! Come over here. Nope, 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 nope.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm always good.
Come on in, everybody. Hello and welcome.
On. There we go. Now we're up.
We're getting there.
Sorry.
Get over here. All right, there you are. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Sorry. We're going in circles here. I'm Tammie,
I'm Lance.
and we're the Journey to Healing team. We're here to help you through your journey. Bring your questions and let us know how you're doing. We usually have everybody go around and check in. We usually start, so we will show you. This is this is the exception week for us. So it's my birthday week. Dr. Boz always tells us, we get to go have 1 week a year where we have the little bit of grace, and you go and you do the fun stuff. And we went last night and did the fun stuff, and I had to
Ooh,
we got a new little new little shop in our town that has homemade cookies and ice cream and brownies and all the things. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday, guys. So we went for that last night, and you learn in about 30 minutes afterward. It's good for a minute.
still have a headache.
Oh, the headache. You feel like you're twitching, like you can't get going, your brain don't work. I mean, just everything. And yes, it feels good for a minute, and it tastes delightful. And I will share we even took a picture of it, so I will share
Yeah.
that with you guys. But I will tell you, it's instantly today, you remember why you almost can't believe how we live that way every day. How did we used to do this all
Oh
the
my.
time? And it's like, golly dang, it's miserable. You don't sleep good, your sleep's messed up, the indigestion is up, Charlie horses, you just don't feel good. And your brain, it is crazy how when that glucose is back in the brain, I don't miss this feeling at all. So we got a couple more celebration days to go with the kids this weekend. And then I want everybody to know we are
Back on
starting.
it.
Sunday's going to start a 3-day sardine challenge. So anybody that wants to join us, if you either want to do sardines or mackerel, whatever version of it you want to do, or if you want to go into a clean fast with us on Sunday, we're going to jump back in Sunday when we get done with all the family things of the weekend. And then we're going to get those numbers up
Sunday,
back
or is that
into.
going to be Monday?
Well, probably Monday. You're right. You're right. Probably Monday, because we will probably have kids over and family and stuff for Sunday.
Yep.
So could be, I don't know. Everybody works Monday though, so we don't go too late. But
Lisa. Lisa asked, what is the sardine
all right,
challenge? Ooh.
we will explain that here in a minute. Let me get through the announcements, and then we will jump right into that. For June, I want everybody to keep notice of your schedule. Plan ahead a little bit right now. For the first week of June, we are going to move this Thursday night support group to Wednesday night, and it's going to go from 7:30 instead of 7 o'clock. We have another group that goes 6 to 7, so we're going to have a little half-hour break in there to be able, so we can get Kevin and all the fun guys back into the group. So we will be doing Wednesday night through the summer, and we're going to try that and see if everybody can kick into that a little bit easier. It seems like everybody's busier on Thursdays and Fridays through the summer. So we're going to move it back to Wednesdays, do that for that. The other thing I want to throw out here is, if you have not ordered Ben Azadi's new Metabolic Freedom book, I will post the link in the chat, and I will be posting it over in the group as well. Really good read. So we love Ben. Ben is one of the nicest, kindest people you will ever meet in your life. So please order his book, jump in. This is the goal of what we're all kind of looking for, is to be able to flip that metabolic switch. We want to be able to have a day off, and then go right back into it. So that's kind of what we're working to. So I'm really curious. I can't wait to get through this book to see Ben's input. So we love him as a friend and a fellow coach, teacher, educator, everything. So he's just a good man. So support him if we can. And the other thing I want to throw out, and we will put it in the chat, is we have our new merch shop open. So we finally are adding t-shirts and travel mugs and things like that to our website over at journeytoketo.com. Go down to supplies and then shop merch, and you will be able to get to our t-shirts. And we have the all requested. The two main ones that everybody was asking for is the Powered by Coffee, Ketones, and Christ. So that is the one. And then the other one is the snarky one that everybody laughs about.
Snarky
The one
one.
that's eat the meat, add the fat, and cut the shit. So those are both over there. We got the travel mugs going up, and within the next week or two, there will be more things going up. But right now, we're just starting with those to get the bumps worked out of the back end. So if you have any trouble with it, please just reach out, let me know, and we're still working on it and hoping everything goes well. So we are there, but numbers wise, didn't even check them today. I know it's a hot mess. Save the strips, so I'm good on that. We are ready to get through the next couple of days. Then we're going to jump right back in.
Yep.
You didn't check either, did you?
Nope, I didn't check either.
Okay. So I will post pictures of what we did
Do
do,
better.
birthday stuff. But again, it's not going to be a birthday month. It's going to be a couple days and a couple celebrations, and then we're going to be right back on track because I do not like this feeling at all.
She gets cranky. Bad.
What do you mean I get cranky?
You do.
So do you.
I know.
We both do. Come on in,
Yes.
Don. Come and check in and tell us how you're doing, how your week's going, if you have any questions. Oh, and I know I gotta go to Heather next then because I know Heather has to run quick.
Yeah, she can go now. I can wait
Hang on 1 second. Time out. We got to answer Lisa's question first.
Oh,
Good.
well, Lisa's going to be here. Heather's got to run, so if you can give me a minute.
Okay.
Heather, let's go to you first real quick. Let you jump in.
Oh,
'cause
thank
have
you.
to
I
leave.
appreciate
Sorry,
it. Just
guys.
because I had other plans, so I just want to say hello. Yeah, my questions are, I noticed that at night I'm getting heart palpitations.
Okay.
And I think I might know why, but I don't know. And it will wake me up like it's really strong. And it's like, whoa,
Okay.
in the middle of the night. And then the second thing is I'm getting really cold during the day. And now it is chillier here, but I do feel like it's more cold than normal. Like, I think I noticed like in my hand, like they're less thick than they were, like maybe,
Yep.
I don't know. So those are the two things I had a question
So
on.
win-win on both of those. So I know those sound like kind of irritating little symptoms that you're finding. But first of all, the heart palpitations. Most of the time, that is either you're dehydrated, need minerals, or it means you're making some ketones in the middle of the night and you're just
Okay.
waking up. So those are all good things that you can handle. No big deal. Make sure you got your water in. You make sure you got the electrolytes. If ketones are what's waking you up and you're feeling that heart palpitation, that usually will pass as your ketones level out a little bit. That won't stay that way for long, but this all sounds like things of your chemistry is beginning to shift when you go into your cold all day. That's that mitochondria, that uncoupling of the mitochondria. Those are good signs. That's kind of, we talked about the other night in class where we were saying how your nose starts dripping the water.
Yeah, that's been happening to me too. It keeps
Okay.
dripping.
Being cold is just another one of those symptoms. So it kind of tells me that your chemistry is beginning to shift. You're getting that ball rolling that we keep talking about. So those are all really good signs. Stick with it. Work through the issues as you can, but nice work and keep going. Don't stop now because it sounds like your body's starting to kick in.
Yes. Keep
All
doing
right.
what you're doing.
Keep going.
Thank you. I
Rinse and
appreciate it.
repeat and enjoy your night.
Okay, and Ariana's going to be on, so she'll be listening, and she couldn't join
Ariana
on
is on,
Tuesday.
ain't she?
You tell her.
She is.
Is it
There's
right there?
yes, there she is.
She's
Hello,
right
people.
there.
We just want to say Ariana was such an inspiration the last couple of weeks, just asking some really good questions. So I love it. So good job, guys. All right, Lisa, can you come in, Lisa? I know you had some questions. Can you come on, or are you?
Yes.
We can barely hear you.
We
keep-
barely hear you. We can't see you at all.
Right. We're driving, so I don't want to cause people to have motion sickness by turning my camera on.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So let's answer.
I'm not driving. He's driving. So can you explain the sardine challenge?
Yes, I will explain the sardine challenge. Who here's done a sardine challenge before? I know all my veterans have, so we're all good with this. So what a sardine challenge is? Sardines are a little food. First of all, they're very high density nutrition. So they're one of the things we learn so many things from these little fishies. You will hear me talk about them all the time. They are a tool that we constantly have in our toolbox. And I will tell you, most people curl up their nose and do the, ooh, I do not like them. I am never going to even act like I like them, but I love what they do for my chemistry. So they are a food that you can always have in your toolbox if you are ever in question of you need to eat or you need to do something or you don't know what to do. Sardines are always a great answer. They will take your numbers and your glucose when you're really trying to clean up that glucose and clean out that liver. Sardines are one of the tools you can always go to. So my numbers right now, because I just had a cookie or a brownie thing with a scoop of ice cream on it, my numbers are going to be awful for days. I don't want to drag this agony out. So starting Sunday or Monday or whenever we decide to do it, I will be going into sardines and I will eat nothing but sardines for at least 3 days. I may push it even longer because it takes my chemistry a little bit longer to get going. But sardines are just a tool that we use. So how we do it, go over to the blog post. Can you grab the blog post? I know you're driving, Lisa. Remind me, and I will send it to you in text if you need me to, if you don't get it since you're not at your desk right now. But we have a blog post. If you go over to journeytoketo.com, under the blogs, there's one start look up sardine challenge. And it will talk you through it and what it is. You could do it at different levels. You can either go in and eat nothing but sardines all day long if you want. If you want to eat 5 cans of sardines a day, eat 5 cans of sardines. You start that way. It is just a little teaching tool to help you, first of all, get the glucose cleaned up. Second of all, they start to teach you portion control because not a lot of people are overeating on sardines. They also teach you on brain health. When you get more into the advanced stuff, you start to realize where food addictions come in and start knocking on your door and driving you crazy, because when you're eating nothing but sardines for 3 days, you will see where those addictions are going to come up because you're going to want something else. It's not that you need something else. Sardines will give you the nutrition that you need, but your brain and your addiction is going to come up and say, oh my gosh, I just want that piece of cheese when I go to the kitchen, or I just want that cream in my coffee, or I just want that ice cream that I had. The sardines will teach you, and you will feel the irritation of the addictions coming up. Then you know those are all the things we need to work on, because food should not be running your life. You should be running your food. And when those addictions are coming knocking up, it's just sardines are a great tool to use. They clean up the glucose, give you good omegas, good protein, add some fat to them. So basically, I don't like them. So I open up a can, squirt some mustard or something on them. There's a lot of different things you can do with them. You can air fry them, you can cook them. Sometimes you just walk to the sink and you put some salt on them and some mustard on them and you scarf them down just to get them in. There's just different ways to do it. Some people like them, and he puts mustard and all kinds of things on them, and we'll eat a bowl full of them. So use them as a tool. They're just a perfect, great tool to have in your toolbox. Dr. Boz, when we coach her 21 day, we all do it as 200 people in a group. We do it together, and everybody has to do it. Most people say, oh, but I'm allergic to shellfish. Sardines are not shellfish. Most people have an allergy. Nope. Unless you show up and put them on your wrist and you leave that there and you have an allergic reaction, sardines are going down. So I don't care how much you don't like them. It does not matter how much, oh, they're just not fun. Mm-mm. I will tell you, I moan and groan and whine about it the whole time. I do not like them, but I love, again, what they do for my chemistry. And we can do hard things. So I don't look at them as, I'm not sitting down and enjoy them as a meal. I sit down and I don't even sit down. Sometimes I stand at the kitchen sink and get them in, because again, I think of them as medicine. They are fuel and medicine for my body. They are not sitting down with a fork and a knife and enjoying a meal.
Finally, sorry.
Got it?
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead and put it in the comment.
You got it in there? Okay.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. So,
And real quick, Lisa, you will also hear some people refer to it as a sardine fast, something like that. We don't call it a fast; it's more of a challenge because you are eating.
Fasting is only when it's 0 calories, nothing going in for more than 36 to 48 hours. Anything other than that, it's a challenge.
okay. So we would just put in the sardines in the chronometer.
Yep. Yep. If I think you're asking if sardines would just go in your chronometer. Absolutely. You still just put them in chronometer just like you would any other food. And you just add the fat to them. If you want to pour some olive oil on them, if some people want to put some mayonnaise in them, some people put some vinegar on them, whatever you need to do to get them down, get them in you.
Just watch too the kinds that have the different sauces on them.
Yeah.
Just be careful of that because you got to watch what they put in them.
You'll get extra carbs.
Yeah, you'll get extra carbs and they'll kind of throw you off. We usually go with the ones with either olive oil or in water. So
the water smells better because the olive oil seems to hold the smell really bad. And I have the world's worst sensitive nose. But sardine challenge are always something you're going to use. So you will see us. I will be putting a post over in the group Sunday or Monday for that. But they're just a great tool to have in your toolbox. So go over to supplies on the website and order a case of them. So you will be stocked up and ready to join us and jump in and join us. It will be good.
Cutting out.
Oh, we lost you, Lisa. So I'm not
Say it again.
Keith, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
There you go. Put it in the chat. That's a good idea.
Put it in the chat while she's typing. Come on in, Dawn, and check in.
Hey. And one thing I do with the sardines is I refuse to chew. Just swallow those suckers whole.
Right.
The
Absolutely.
chewing makes it worse.
Shooters.
I'm doing okay. I feel like I start over like every day. Like, okay, today's going to be different. And so the last couple of days, I've gotten back on track. I've actually have been putting everything in chronometer for the last 2 days, which is a miracle for me.
Right.
And I'm doing pretty good. I made those brown butter
Brown butter.
Oh, yeah.
bites. And I've made sure the last couple of days to get those fat macros in. And so I feel like I'm 2 days, man, I'm doing good for 2 days. Now my goal is to
3
make
days.
this, yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. But you mentioned addiction, food addiction, and it is getting over the addiction. You start talking about sardines and immediately
Your carb count
inside me, it rises up in me like, oh, I get, just the thought of them just,
Yeah,
but
don't think you're the only one, because it's not. I mean, you on down this road, you'll still fight that. It's a powerful addiction. It really is. And you will get to a point where you'll be cruising along and you'll be doing great, and you'll string them together, and you'll probably, you'll have weeks going on, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here it comes.
Yep.
And you will have to go back and fight tooth and nail for it again. So don't give up. Just keep doing it. Every decision, every chance you get, go back to it. And it's one at a time.
And I will tell you that food addiction is so real. And the things that I've learned this week, I'm going to write lessons on all of it, because I am a moderator. I'm one of those, Lance has to be the abstainer, because if he starts on something,
Goals,
game
man.
game on for him.
I will get to the bottom of it.
Yep. And I am usually the one that I can have a bite of this and be done, and I'm over it, and does not bother me one bit. And I will tell you, I had that ice cream yesterday. My granddaughter took me out for lunch the other day and wanted a dessert. Just those couple days in a row. This afternoon, the chocolate that you keep stashed in the back of the drawer? I wanted it. And that usually is not even like, it's there and I know it's there and it does not bother me. It was that feeling of, I need to eat this because it needs to be gone because I want it now. And it is amazing how just two little treats 2 days in a row, a little bit outside norm. Well, the ice cream and the brownie was a lot outside, but those little habits, you can feel where you kind of get that whole thing of, here's why an alcoholic does not go back and have a little glass of wine, because our food addictions are the same. And I will tell you, I am usually very strong on those things. Those things do not bother me. I could eat the same thing 15 days in a row. It does not bother me. I can have it in the back of the drawer, the stash. It does not bother me. And I want it now. So it's just, And I will tell you another thing. My coffee with no sweetener or nothing in it does not taste right today. I want everything sweeter now. I want that sweetness back. I want the stevia in my coffee. I want the
It just ramps back up.
It does.
It's like a key that opens the door. As soon as you open the door, trouble can start.
Game on. And I will tell you, it's an irritation. Like, he comes walking in every day and he's the happiest go lucky guy there is. Like, I am so blessed he walks in, and we walk down the hallway and we just laugh at each other like, yep, you too. Yep. Yep. It's just not, you're irritated. You want what you want. It's just, you don't feel good. You don't have the energy. You don't have the mental clarity. Usually he walks up the steps and like, what are we getting into? And you hear the difference of him walking up the steps because his butt is dragging. And it's just those kind of different feelings of God, I missed ketones and circulation. So many little lessons learned on having ketones in circulation and having glucose in circulation, because this feeling, I feel my anxiety. I sat outside my mother's nursing home. I usually can go in and out of there. I go see her. I'm good. I walk out. I sat in the parking lot and cried twice yesterday. Just your emotions are all over the place. I just don't feel right. I feel the emotional roller coaster. I can't think good. I mean, just so many things. And it's just that glucose in circulation in my brain again. I mean, it is nuts when I do not miss this feeling at all. I want my ketones back. So even at late at night, I'm going against all of my own beliefs, but I'm drinking ketones tonight. I would rather be up all night and not have keto or not get sleep than I would be to feel like this. So Dawn, you're not alone. We're in it together, but
Yes,
we
we're
know,
here.
and it's going to be, let's make day 2 into day 3, and let's
Yep.
just keep that ball rolling. And that's all you have to do. It's one day at a time, and you do the best you can do. So,
Anything else?
anything else for you? Are you good?
I think that's, yeah,
Good
I'm
job.
good.
Good job.
All right, hang in there. One decision at a time.
Right?
Thank you.
Yep.
Come on, Miss Nancy. I know you go to bed early. Come
Hi,
check in.
Nancy.
We missed you. How are you?
I'm good. Um, I'm just staying with my slow and steady right now,
Yep.
and I'd not had any birthday cake. It was my birthday on the 19th.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And I don't want any.
Good for you.
It's the best. It's the best. It's the best thing.
Yep.
It's just great. And I'm kind of like a Lance. Once I pick it up,
Oh,
I'm done, and you guys know that. I mean, and sometimes I can start with a little, but then I go to a little, and then I go to a little, and then it's
a lot.
yeah, and then it's like the doors are wide open.
Yep.
So I have no craving for it. I don't want it.
Good.
Sometimes I might have thought of something, but I'm just able to let it go. So I'm just continuing on, with what I'm doing.
Nice. You got this.
And,
We're proud of you.
And
job.
hopefully in a week or 2, I'd like to do the sardine challenge.
All right.
I'll
So
probably need to do it again with you. So you let me know when you're ready.
yeah, yeah, I'm working on, really, I'm really on this thing at not trying to make my stomach more alkaline,
Mhm.
because the acidity is what's been killing my stomach. So I've been learning, about that, and I'm just taking care of my stomach right now.
Good.
And I'm able to stay with ketones of 1, and then it goes down, and then I, goes up. I am struggling with like wanting to eat like around 6 o'clock. That's been kind of a battle for me, but just keep moving forward.
Nice.
Yep.
You got
Yeah.
this, Nance. Slow and steady is
Yeah.
going to win the race every time.
Yep.
It really does.
And that eating at 6 is a mindset. I mean, it really is. It's just what you've been conditioned for how
I
many.
haven't eaten at 6 for a long, long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've been on 2 meals a day for a long time, and my last meal is at 1, 2, or 3. 4
there you go.
o'clock's like, oh, that's a little too late for me. But I mean, depending, if I go out with my dad, I might end up eating that late. But no, I haven't eaten late like that. I'm an early riser, and I'm hungry first time when I get up. So I'll drink, water and whatever until, and then I'll eat. And then about 4 or 5 hours later, I got to have lunch. But that's usually my last meal. But lately it's just been harder lately for whatever reason.
And just know too, Nancy's a veteran. So, just so you hear, you still go through the struggles. You still go through the certain seasons of life and certain seasons of the year that it's just harder to not eat at night. We find it in the wintertime, when we sit down at night, when we can't stay busy in the evenings, it's like your first thing when you sit down and watch a movie, you want to grab a snack. Those things are common. So Nancy is a veteran. She knows how to do this, but it is still learning to apply these steps over and over and through all the seasons of life. It's just
And you're changing too. So I mean, your body's changing, everything's changing. So you need to continue to be able to adapt.
you keep going. All right. Lisa had another question. She said Keith's carb count is still higher, right at about 10 grams, and he's not making ketones a lot yet. First of all, he's really early in his journey. So to not be making ketones yet, only being a week or two into under 10 carbs, that is nothing bad. That is nothing going wrong. This is just, there is so much stored glucose everywhere that you have got to clean that glucose up consistently. Keep going.
And just so you know, too, as a reminder, everybody's body is different. Everybody's chemistry is different. Everybody's background is different.
Yeah.
So just because he's not making ketones in a week, that there's no timetable for this. It's what your body tells you to do. Period.
If we keep going and it doesn't start making ketones, that's just the key to know we have to push one more step further, one more step further, one more step tighter. When I tell you that you see people that when like people like me, that my numbers don't kick in easy, it will be hard. I will have to most people can do sardines for 3 days. Their numbers will clean up. Those glucose will come down and the ketones will begin to go up. When I do sardines, it takes me 5 days to do what most people will do in 3. So everybody is different in that. And Keith is just getting used to cleaning up, first of all, using total carbs, not net carbs. That's a big adjustment. When you learn to drop down and realize how many carbs, and I know you guys are learning this every day, everything you pick up has the extra carbs in it. And it's just such a teaching moment of getting those carbs down and seeing, and if he is still not making ketones, that is just that point of, we've got to clean that liver out. We've got to get that glucose coming down, keep going for walks, burning that glucose, get the glucose out of storage, but keep hitting those fat macros so that your liver can start making ketones. It's going to start looking for an alternative fuel when you stop putting so much glucose in. So even those carbs are down nice and low, keep hitting those fat macros and keep moving forward, just one day after another, after another, after another. So he will get there.
Keep it up, Keith.
Yes, you will get there. Ariana, do you have any questions? Do you want to come in? Or do you just want to keep listening?
She looks intense.
I'll just keep listening. What'd you say?
She looks intense.
Yes.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm just tired. I was working.
Well, if you have any questions, just jump in, because you usually had some really good questions. So don't be afraid to jump in and ask them.
I'm just listening. Well, here's the thing. I haven't really been participating intensely, doing, exactly where everyone else is, but I'm trying to, like, I've been just drinking water, which is huge for me, because I feel like probably the biggest source of where I was getting sugar was like sugary drinks. I loved, juice and soda and stuff. So now just drinking water, I feel like it's a lot better. And also, like, I'm still eating like having some carbs and stuff, but like I'm staying away from sweets, which is like, I know it's not that good that I'm only stopping sweets, but I'm just doing it slower. That's also hard for me because I feel like I would always be having ice cream or cookies, canola. Like, I work in a bakery, so
God love you, woman. That is not hard or not easy. So
and it's every day. Like, there's like extra.
You gotta smell it.
Yeah, and things that get scanned out, and they're like, "Do you want some?" And I'm like, "I do, but I don't." Like, it's every time. Like, it's hard to avoid the temptation because it's like there's free stuff, Yeah. But I'm proud of myself for doing that, at least.
Absolutely.
And just know to give up the fruity drinks. Does everybody remember the sugary drinks? Does everybody remember at the beginning of this, Ariana? Don't take that lightly.
No, that is
huge.
That is bigger than you think.
Yes.
I mean, that is a big mental thing that you just conquered.
And just know for the brain health in this, our ultimate goal in this is to heal the addictions in the brain. And for you to heal the addiction with sugary drinks, that is usually a harder addiction to break than most foods, because on a sugary drink, you are just sipping on it. all day long. You're feeding your brain that dopamine response all day long on a sugary drink, whether it's fruit juice. I was one of those that drank a fruit smoothie all day long. I
Oh
wanted
yeah, I was making like smoothies every day for breakfast, or having like oatmeal that like the ones that like in the package that you just
Yep.
add water,
Yep.
because
Yep.
it's like super fast. Like I think that's another thing. It's like in order to do this, I've learned I have to alter my lifestyle, because before I'm like, okay, I could just sleep in the morning as long as I can, because I can do a fast breakfast. But now I'm like getting up earlier so I have more time to have eggs and stuff, like just prepare some things that are better. And I'm noticing like I'm more full
Yep.
throughout the day, which is good, and I have more energy.
And that is exactly what will happen on a slow base. As you get those things better and better, as you clean up that sugar all day long, one step at a time, getting rid of those sugary drinks is perfect. That is a huge step in the right direction. Next thing, you said you're waking up and you're not having eggs and stuff like that. That is perfect. That is another thing, because those are going to keep you fueled through the day. So you're going to feel better. You're going to want to do better. Your brain is going to work better. Your emotions are going to be better. Other thing you'd want to start doing is really start adding some good fat. So try hitting those fat macros a little bit, whether that's just some extra butter on your eggs or something like that, a little bit of extra bacon. That protein and fat ratio is what you're going to work on next as you do it, because that's going to make it easier to calm down the carbs, because you're going to be so full you don't want them. And
Right.
swapping that out over time, just start increasing that protein and fat and decreasing those carbs, is what's going to get you just feeling better and better. And then that ball will get rolling.
Yeah, because I do notice when I'm hungry, that's when I'm, more likely to eat that stuff. Because, like, when you're really hungry, it's the easiest to get something sweet because it's already like packaged and made,
Ready
like
to go.
you just
Yep.
want something right away instead
They
of.
have they have done tons of marketing research just for that fact right there.
Yep. And just know too, if you are out and about and you need to go through, you can go through a drive-through. Not that I encourage anybody to do a drive-through, but if you got to do it in a pinch, you got to do it. You can go through and get two sausage patties and a slice of cheese between them with an egg from McDonald's and get it. You just take the egg McMuffin and you throw the muffin away and you eat the sausage patties and the egg and the cheese. That's a perfect little breakfast if you have to eat on the run, or
What
hard-boiled eggs.
what about, are there any snacks that are packaged that are okay right now? Like, because I work in a bakery, but it's in a grocery store. So sometimes like I don't have time to take a long break.
If you want to, most of the time, here's what I want you to work towards. I want you to work towards not snacking. I want you to have
Oh,
a so at first, but if you're not there, that's okay. And you need a snack right now, grab hard-boiled eggs, grab a meat stick, grab bacon. I carry bacon in my purse for a long time at the beginning of this journey. I said that every dog in a million miles would sniff
Some
us out because
some pepperoni works.
pepperoni, meat sticks, it's not perfect. They're processed meats, but you
okay.
know what? They're still better than a bag
It's
of chips.
better than a Snickers bar.
You know,
Right.
so choose your battles. Don't make it harder than it is, but I will give you a little bit of encouragement. I have a veteran lady on here that I've been with for years, that her and her husband own a bakery. It is their business. She wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go and start making the donuts. And I will tell you, she has a beautiful journey on this. She has a family member that is challenged that she helps with everything. She even does it. Her husband comes and goes in it and everything. I would be happy to introduce you and get some little tips from her, because I know she's worked through all those struggles of having to get up in a bakery and smelling it all day, because that is dopamine in your brain. So you're working on that brain addiction. But when you work in a bakery and you're smelling it all day long, that's a whole nother ball game. So I give you kudos to even be trying. So this is going to be a slower process for you, and that is okay. Do not feel like you're behind. Do not feel
Nope.
like you're failing. You take it as fast as you can handle it. And just giving up those sugary drinks right now, that's huge.
And the thing is, too, this is not a race. Just like I
Yep.
said before, your body's different than my body, which is different than her body, which is different than
Yep.
Diana. Everybody's body, everybody's chemistry is different. Everybody's background is different. You being young, you haven't put as much crap in your system as I have. So you have a better shot at this, but
Yes.
you're gonna go
It's
differently. So the pace is only for you. So Don't think that you have to be up with somebody or if you have to be at a certain point. No, you're going to be at that point at which you and your body determine.
And don't ever hesitate to, if you're at work and you're like, oh my gosh, I just have to have something, text me. I'll talk you through it. We will talk through it together. We will get you things planned out so that you can have a list of things that you know you can grab when you're at work. I'll help you with that gladly. That'll be just little things that you don't have to keep thinking about it. And once you have a few tools in your toolbox, now I could say go out on the shelf of the grocery store and grab a can of sardines, but your coworkers are probably going to hate you. But you can do, we've all done it. You grab the sardines, you go out, you scarf them down wherever you're at, you come in, you brush your teeth, and you go back at it because they will keep you full for so long.
Yes.
They really do. They are magic little boogers. I don't, again, I don't like them, but I love what they do, and they are the perfect tool. So they're easy, they're cheap, they're quick. You don't have to cook them. You can make them as quick and easy as you want to, or you can make them elaborate and air fry them and make them crispy and all the good stuff.
You say you work at a supermarket too? You work in the bakery of a supermarket?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's just in the bakery, but yeah, I'm in the bakery of a
Go to the
super.
deli. They usually have some cutoffs that they're not quite like a quarter pound or whatever. They may have some slices of meat, some slices of cheese left over, and they usually package them and sell them in very, very small quantities. I know the grocery store here in our town does that. Grab a couple of those bags and you have some meat and some cheese. That's a whole lot better. So
Yeah, you're right.
something else to think about.
Little choices, little one step at a time, but you will get there. So I'm so proud of you. So good job for hanging in there.
Yes.
And just know your brain will keep kicking in and getting better. The more you clean that glucose up, the more your brain's going to kick in. It's going to get easier and easier. So nice work, girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mon, I've missed you. Come on in.
Monica!
We miss our girl. I know. It's like I'm going to cry. I miss you.
I missed you guys so much too. Yeah, I'm so busy. So busy. Stupid busy. I think I've told you I've started doing my certification for project management. I had to reshift my focus and holy hell. So there's
Is my soul sister.
I don't think holy and hell probably go together, but I think this time they do. That's how chaotic it's been. So anyway, so it's been crazy. Life has been crazy. Oh my gosh. My hunger is not any longer an issue. I've upped my protein, and so that is like not an issue anymore.
Good deal.
Yeah. So the only thing that I think what I struggle with is that as soon as I get stop eating like all the clean keto, like, and I like, for example, if I add like, oh my gosh, I need a sweet, I need a hug, like you said.
Yeah.
So if I add like something like stevia or something, then my ketones go. And if I one thing that I'm noticing too is that my cholesterol's way the heck up there. So I have to figure out how to bring it down a little bit just so the doctors can get off my butt. My triglycerides and the HDL they're good. They're just really healthy, but whatever. So that's been kind of a challenge for me to figure out how to this month how to not eat the bacon and the butter, and so yeah, that's kind of where I am. I wanted to just show up and say happy birthday personally because you were amazing. You were amazing and have helped me so much through so many things. But yeah, I was like, I gotta show up for Bonnie. Oh my God, Bonnie. Oh, see, my brain, my head's all over the place for Tammie.
Well, we've missed you, and I know how it is when life gets like that. So that's
Ugh.
again, don't feel bad. We've been kicked in the gut for the last 2 months too. We get it. And just so everybody that doesn't know Monica's a veteran. She knows how to do this. She's done it for a long time, but her body fights her too. It's hard, and she has to do the struggles, and she's working through tough things in life, tough things in her career, tough things in life. It is hard to not revert back to what we've always done. And Monica can, I always tease her and tell her she has a tapeworm because this girl can eat some
She
food.
was ravenous, man. Woo!
She can eat some food. So and what that says is her ghrelin is overtime working overtime and leptin doesn't kick in. Those are fat-based hormones. Ghrelin is the one that makes you feel hungry. So ghrelin is happy and working, and leptin that makes you feel full seems to take a hike and on vacation. So this poor girl has to navigate, but again, they're fat-based hormones. Getting those fats in her first is key to that, but she's has to find that balance of the fat and the protein to keep her full, so she's not wanting to chew her arm off and punch somebody in the face. So because she's too sweet for that. But I'm so glad you're here and I love it. As far as the cholesterol and stuff like that, getting the doctors off your butt, if you're age, you got to do that ratio and see if your numbers are okay. I wouldn't worry about
Yeah.
I can't tell you that as your coach, but I would say
Yeah.
if it was me, I would go more by the NMR and see what that particle size is. If you got the good particle sizes,
Yeah.
your
I
brain
gotta
needs some
figure
good
out.
cholesterol.
That's a
I
whole
got,
nother game.
Right?
yeah, I gotta figure out how to find a I guess a cardiologist here in Texas, an affordable one because that works with the ketogenic diet because
Okay,
that's
where at in Texas are you?
in Houston.
Okay, how far is that? I don't know how far that I have no sense of
How
direction.
far is it from Austin?
Oh, it's like 5 hours. So
Okay.
oh, you have one, don't you? That's
does,
really
I
yeah.
fly to Texas to see him. I go to Texas to see him. I love him that
Dr.
much.
Boyer.
wow.
Nathan Boyer. He's the one
Nathan
that
Boyer.
when I had my heart
Nathan
attack,
Boyer?
he's the one at home. Yep. Look him up.
Cardiologist?
Yep.
Yes, he's out of St. David's in Austin.
I love him.
St. David's Hospital.
He will understand your chemistry. He will all of it. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
would be
and
worth a drive.
yeah, most definitely because like right now I have to get all these like all this blood work because of my thyroid and that's like another bag of issues that I'm just kind of sick of because I've found out that like all these medicines are making me sick and they're not making me feel very good. So like I'm working with this doctor, that doctor, and they're like, your cholesterol. And I'm like, yeah, but my HDL is good and my triglycerides are good. Look at that. And they're all like, oh yeah, you're right. So this doctor I'm working with, she like I kind of told her, hey, back off. Like I can't get off the keto and I will not get off the keto because that's what has made me feel better. So she's working with me and I'm glad, to have found that. But again, like you, I need to figure out if my heart's, my heart's good. My passages, my little veins or whatever the hell, whatever the hell is called, arteries or what the heck they're called. So
Go do it, get an NMR and make the trip to Dr. Boyer. Like I said, I literally fly from Ohio to Texas to see him. It is worth the trip once or twice a year to get that confirmation. He'll do telehealth with you in between.
awesome.
So it would be worth it. Figure out when you can get to him, go see him, get to know him, get your labs done, but then he'll telehealth with you to have you do everything else. If I was that close to him, absolutely, there is not a doubt in my mind. That's exactly what I would do.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I will definitely be looking him up. So yeah. But I definitely have missed all of your faces and
Missed you.
Yes.
So we will be over, hopefully catch up with you soon.
Yes.
You.
Oh, yes.
Thanks.
When you come to Austin, you better hit me up.
Right?
Yeah, right.
We have to get those appointments scheduled.
We're starting to get we got a lot of friends and family in Texas.
We do.
Holy cow.
Miss Vicky called us last night, so Miss Vicky's the one we
Miss
stay
Vicky-
with.
yeah,
We stay
Miss
down
Vic-
with them. They called me for my birthday last night.
Miss Vicky,
Oh.
Canyon Lake, and then Olivia is up in
Where's
right outside Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
You're Houston.
And you're Houston, so wow, we're getting the whole map
gang.
covered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. All right. Well, Monica, it's good to see you. We've missed you, honey.
Yes,
Love
thank you, dear.
All right, come on in, Diana. You're up, girlfriend.
I'm barely up.
It's you're here. That's all that matters.
That's right.
I didn't sleep last night. So, what do you do? Well, can you order those? Because my doctor won't do the NMR or the rest of those tests. So you can, okay, if you order them, how are you going to get them interpreted?
That's the key. That's the hard part right there.
Yeah.
You can go to that own your own labs and stuff like that. So you can just, they're cheaper, they don't cost as much, and you can get your own labs ordered certain ways over there. Um, Getting an interpret, I'm not gonna lie, that's the hard part, is getting somebody that understands. But that is where it would be worth doing some research and finding somebody, even if you have to do a telehealth call with somebody like Dr. Boyer or somebody that understands an NMR, and have them go through it with you. And it comes down to, you got to have those larger fluffy particles, not the little dense ones. And but having those numbers for yourself is what gives me the confidence of knowing I'm going in the right direction. And like most people can, once your cholesterol, you need that cholesterol for the brain and the brain health and stuff like that. You just got to see what size particles they are. So I can't get mine sky high because I make too many of the little dense particles. So I do have to take the injection to keep mine down a little bit. So you need to find those kind of things out to make sure you're keeping yourself safe, but not falling into mainstream med.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing too, because you need those numbers to talk with a doctor. You know what I mean? So I mean, in Monica's case, if she gets those blood work, when a doctor hears that you know your numbers and these are my numbers and this and this, they kind of pay attention a little bit because you're speaking their language right now,
And just
and you
know
can
too,
back up what you're doing.
anybody that does go to Dr. Boyer, let him know you're one of my clients, because he does understand that we do it consistently. We do ketosis correct. So there are so many types of keto out there that, kind of becomes the, yeah, everybody does keto, but just let him know that you're one of ours. But it might be worth calling in and getting a telehealth appointment with him and see if you can start a new patient
And
thing. I don't know if you can start a patient thing from telehealth or if you'd have to go see him one time. But again, it's worth a trip to Texas for us.
again, and that's where that tracking comes in. When you have your numbers and you're able to say, when he says, well, how
What's
do you do keto, or what's your interpretation of keto? Because his is one way, and somebody else's maybe another. But when you start spouting off your numbers of, yes, my glucose is this, my ketones are this, and this is on this daily basis, I can show you if you would like.
Yep.
That's when they say, oh, okay, you have been doing what you're supposed to. You know what I mean? So that tracking is important later on in your journey.
It really is. It does matter
Yeah.
to be able to know those numbers.
I'm not nearly as concerned about it as my doctor was. Now, she was really happy with my numbers this last time, but I mean, I've had the CAC, what do you call it, the calcium score and all that stuff. Well, I haven't had one for a couple of years, but it was great. But maybe I'll do that just to make her happy.
Yep.
Happier. I mean, I don't, my previous doctor would have been over the moon with, I mean, I got my HDL up to 95 this time. I've never had it above 66, and she was happy with 66. She's like, I'm not worried about it. Your good cholesterol is going to keep everything good. So,
Yep.
but
Those things, when you have those little steps, those little winning moments, those little touchdowns that you get in that, it's like, take them and go. It just makes you that much more confident that we're on the right journey. My dad is 80. How old's my daddy? 83.
Oof.
83. He just went down to his doctor. Now he's just know he dabbles. He does pretty well. He's not consistent. He don't check any numbers. He's not counting anything. He does eliminate his sugar. He does eliminate his carbs, all of that. So he's got that part down pat. But just when he went to his doctor even told him this week that he hates to even have him come in because his numbers are great. From at 83 years old, and he's never heard that. He's had 2 open heart surgeries. He's
Three
open heart surgeries. He's not been a good bill of health. And now they're telling him his numbers are good. So you got to get those numbers and look at them, and then you got to trust the process, and that's individual. That isn't something I will ever tell you, oh, don't go to the doctor and ignore this number, ignore that number. You have to understand it and educate yourself enough on your health and your body, because you are your body's best doctor.
Yep.
You take the input of everybody and the suggestions and the input, and you let the doctors that you trust treat you, and you make conscious decisions for the rest.
And the results don't lie.
Yeah.
If it's working, it works. If it's not working, it don't work.
That is where they can't argue with you when you have labs in front of you. They may not understand the process. They may not understand what you're doing, but the numbers don't lie. Good job, Diana. We're proud of you. Anybody else have questions?
Yeah. How's the weather there, Diana? Any better?
You're still freezing too.
The weather?
Yeah,
there
you guys
cold?
had some windy weather down there, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're okay here.
Good.
Some of my family members in St. Louis got some stuff tore up, roof damage and busted windshields and
Yeah.
but their houses are still there. A lot of people downtown St. Louis cannot say that. So,
That's wild.
but yeah, we've been good here. I mean, we got a little wind, but
Good.
nothing-
Just
nothing
worried,
bad.
that's all. I'm a weather geek, so I watch the weather around here pretty close. So
Keeps the weather going.
I just want it to be sunny.
All right. I just want to throw a reminder.
Yeah, it was
there.
pouring down yesterday when I was talking to Tammie.
Yep.
Yes.
It won't quit raining.
Rained all day today.
And it's cold. Like cold enough my furnace is kicking on. Like it's driving me nuts. It's May. It's my birthday. We're supposed to be on the boat and on the beach.
Yep.
Not
How'd
still
you-
wearing
How'd your,
sweatshirts.
heat turn out.
Huh? Oh, how was the meat?
Oh, yes.
I found a way to feed him.
Oh my.
So anybody go ahead.
Now we're starting into the smoking our own meat.
We
So,
gotta smoke.
oh my gosh.
So we did a big, huge pork butt, and oh my goodness, I cannot
Very good.
believe how tender it gets it, like how soft and juicy and tender it gets it. So we got some videos coming up on that. So we're going to talk you through the process with that with us.
And it was another score on Marketplace. So
Lance and Market, everything in our house is Marketplace. I swear to God.
We had a little hiccup there, so I was just like, "Did it get done?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it got done. We had to flame one out a little bit. Tammy neglected it a little bit, so we'll get it. We'll get there. We're learning. Why not just come and did its own thing?
Nope.
But it's doing good. So we're learning. But again, it's even doing the smoker thing it's just learning to do more meat at one time. So I don't have to cook 15 times a week. It's done. It's cooked. It's in the pan in there. All I got to do is pull it out, heat it up, and it just makes it. Tonight he came home, scooped down his meat, made him half dozen dippy eggs, and put that on top of his pork belly. He's got his fats in him, got his proteins
Pulled
up.
pork.
We're good to go.
Not pork belly, pulled pork.
Pulled pork. Yeah.
That's what I do. I just throw a whole bunch of stuff on there at once, and that reminds me. That's what I was going to suggest to Ariana. If you don't, if you're not a morning person and you don't want to deal with it in the morning,
cook it at one time.
Fix it, because I have to. When I work, I've got to be out of the house at 8 o'clock, and I'm not going to get up earlier and cook something. I'm not. So I'll make it ahead of time and heat it up. Or a lot of times I'll just get it out when I get up and just eat it at room temperature. By the time I get ready to head out the door, I don't have to microwave it or whatever.
I think that is another beautiful thing about this is once you get going and you start to break that food addiction, every meal every day does not have to be an aha moment. Right. It is just literally, I need some nutrition in me. I need some meat in me. I need some fat in me, and I need to go. I got things to do. And instead of, every meal was a production. I would cook shut up.
She cooks for an army. When she cooks, the kitchen gets blowed up and it's like feed 400 people.
I don't know how to cook for 2 people.
Nope.
Because I've always had kids and a house full of people. So it's one of those, that's how I cook. So I don't know how to make just a little bit of anything. My mama taught me, well, you cook once and eat 5 times until I married Lance. Then you cook once and Lance thinks he needs to eat it all at one time.
Right.
So we're learning the adjustment, but learning to cook and not be in the kitchen every meal and not making every meal an aha moment is huge. I mean, that's a big change for a lot of us again, but that's the brain health. Now I'm learning a can of sardines does me just fine. Throwing a little bit of pork belly or pork butt or whatever in the microwave and having, a few ounces of meat and some fat in 10 minutes and I'm done.
Yep. Then you go make memories.
Yeah. Then you have time to go do stuff and get dopamine from something other than food.
Yep.
And that's the fun part. That is
sorry.
You're good. Go ahead.
My snack, Ariana, was like when I first started, I just could not eat the butter. But it was like eating the butter, and I was like, oh God, how do they eat it? But so what I started to do is I started to make bacon, and like then I started to sandwich my butter in between the bacon. That was like that went down. And like for me, like I'm a very snacky person. I'd rather snack than eat. Like that's how I that was just how I just eat. I don't know why, but I'd rather snack than eat. So that was really hard for me to do at first, but again, it's the fats, like prioritizing the fats, and then you're just like satisfied, and then having a bunch of like sparkling waters to like let you to get rid of that. Like I got a snack, and so I just drink sparkling water. And it's like some days are easier than others, right? Because like yeah, like I even then, especially if I'm like really stressed out at work, like this week was like really crazy. I did want a snack, but I went and got a bunch of these, and I did end up snacking a little bit more, but it was like fried, like little fried bits of like egg and stuff like that. So just like I don't know, so I'm just kind of letting you know how I kind of got started because like I don't know, all these people talk about eating the butter, and I was all like, oh God, like why do you put this? I can't drink the oils. I cannot do. I don't know how. I don't know how you guys all do it, but I cannot drink the oils. I would literally gag, and I actually did gag once, and I was like, that's enough for me. So yeah.
That is the beauty of doing this as a group, because you will learn all the tips and tricks of what works and what don't for you. And it's different for everybody. I can just salt, something as silly as salt. I can salt the daylights out of my food, but I don't like my water salty.
I can drink 40 ounces of salt water and not be a problem, but don't salt my food.
So you will find you got to get the things in. When she's talking about the fat, I can chug olive oil. I can just swig it. I can take a spoonful of butter and swallow it. Does not bother me.
Yep.
But there's other people that, like Monica, I mean, she knows how to do this, but you got to find what works for you. And sometimes having, like she said, she can get the bacon in her. That fat being a little more solidified and like a food. Some people can eat the soft fat. Some people, my dad, he touches soft fat, he's going to throw up. But if I crisp it up for him and make it nice and crispy,
ooh, he likes pork belly.
Then he likes pork belly if you crisp it up, but it's got to be crispy. So does his bacon. So you will find those little tricks. Don't give up. It's not giving up on the process. It's just got to find out what part works for you. And that's the beauty of the groups, because you will learn tips and tricks from everybody.
And if you don't find the answer you want,
we'll keep
ask
looking.
the question.
Yeah, we'll keep digging for you. We'll find other options. If nothing works and you've tried all of them, we'll keep looking for you. It'll get there. Let me run through announcements again. Remember, first week of June, we're going to start. Next week, we will go ahead and probably do Thursday again, just to finish out May.
Wednesday, June 4th.
The first Wednesday of June, we're going to start Wednesday nights, 7:30 instead of 7. Well, it'll be over in the group. We'll make sure it's posted everywhere. It'll be the same. The links will be over in your course, just like they are now.
Yep.
Everything will be changed in the course, so you don't have to do any of that. Ben Azadi's book is really good, and go check over on our website, journeytoketo.com, and go down to our shop and check out our t-shirts and stuff. So, and we'll be getting some other fun stuff out of there through the weekends. We got some cutting boards engraved, some little keychains, all kinds of little things, but we're trying to figure out how to get the photography into the website.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some
another puzzle.
Technicalities that we're not sure about. But we love y'all. We appreciate you guys. Keep your questions over in the group.
Thanks for coming in tonight.
Yes, it's great to see everybody. And Mon, we've missed you, so show up. We miss you.
Yes, of course. Like I said, happy birthday. I really am so happy to see you on your birthday. And your hair looks fabulous. So yes, I'm so lovely to see everybody.
It's getting a little crazy. We'll talk to y'all.